One who got shot. That is the English translation of the Honduran anytime food, the baleada. The baleada is a thick, soft flour tortilla that is usually filled with refried beans and mantequilla, which is a Honduran salty sour cream. The baleada is taco shaped, but it's not a taco. A taco is a hard shelled corn tortilla. These are soft shelled flour tortillas. I'm going to give a speech about this great food that can be enjoyed by anyone and eaten almost any time of the day. It has many variations like the regular baleada, the special baleada, and the super special baleadas. The baleada is a soft flour tortilla with refried beans and mantequilla in there. But there are other stuff, like I said. It has an interesting story. No one really knows exactly when they started to make these or why it was named that. But it has to do with the fruit companies, as Honduras was the original banana republic. The baleada is also eaten by almost everyone in Honduras and anyone who is Honduran. It also is my favorite food ever. The baleada can be eaten and enjoyed in many ways, like the regular baleada, which I described already as the soft flour tortilla with refried beans and mantequilla, and the special baleadas, which are baleadas with scrambled eggs in it. I call these a morning baleada because I usually eat these in the morning. And the next are the super special baleadas, a baleada with even more, like sweet plantain, red and white meat, cheese mole, which is a tomato and onion bell pepper mix. But it's not just limited to that. You can have it in whatever way you want. And baleada is eaten by quite literally almost everyone in Honduras and anyone who is Honduran, because they're just so good and cheap. How the baleada came to be, no one really knows. Baleada seems to have always been there, but we know it came from the northern coast of Honduras. No one is sure why it was named the baleada, but there are theories. One theory is that the baleada was named in honor of a tortilla-making woman who was shot multiple times and survived, or that the beans are like a bala, which is bullet in Spanish, due to how the beans shoot out the other end when you take a bite. Beans are bullets, cheese is gunpowder, and tortilla is a gun. No one knows really. There is a rivalry between the northern cities to claim it began there. The baleada has a Pakistani and Indian background, but although having an Asian influence, it is completely Honduran. When the fruit companies that ran the banana plantations came, the owners and managers and executives brought their own personal chefs that were mostly Indian Pakistani. They cooked Western foods and traditional meals of their own, with chapatis and types of naan, which were then shared with the local communities by the chefs, with the tortilla resulting from modifications to the recipe like margarine instead of butter, milk, and coconut milk instead of water, and then evolved into what is now the baleada. The family has always been a mix of many things like German, Garifuna, Spaniard, Mayan, Salvadoran, and Honduran. And the baleada is just part of who we are, since we are mainly Honduran, and it's what we call ourselves. Everyone in my family loves baleadas, but few know how to make the tortillas. It reminds us of Honduras. When I think of Honduras, I think of two things, baleadas and punta, which is a dance and music style. Honduras is a beautiful country that is sadly full of corruption and crime. Even the nickname, Banana Republic, is a political term that is for an unstable country that depends on has an economic dependence on a limited resource product like bananas and minerals. But Honduras is still a beautiful country that has Mayan ruins, clear water beaches, and big forests, tall mountains. And it also has great food, some odd foods as well, like iguana and a fermented corn drink. What led to its popularity was the plantation workers and drunk people going home. The baleada is just so good and reasonably priced. How could you not like it? The baleada is a great food that can be afforded by anyone and liked by anyone who tries it. And it's just like chips, you can't just eat one of them. It's basically the national dish of Honduras. It was created for the plantation workers and drunk people, but not for everyone. With different regions of Honduras having their own style, it is affordable, they can cost as low as $1.50. The baleada also represents Honduran cuisine and is basically eaten by every Honduran. Though not a lot of people know or even heard about the baleada outside of Honduras, sometimes can't even pronounce it, I believe that everyone should at least once try this great anytime food.